Mbukeli ngoku singena kwiyure yesibini yenkqubo ngaphambili ke kokuba siqalele yure masiqale nje sikuthele qabaqaba ngokunye ke esithe sakuchaphazela kwiyure yethu yokuqala. Unobhala ke Jikelele we-ANC ufikile mbalula uthi akukho kwamntu uza kuthatha impahla yalombutho oku ke kusemva kwesigrogriso esithebe kanti siyenziwa yi-Ezulwini Investment. Kwelinye ke inqaku bekubanjwe isikhumbuzo sabasebenzi base-Implat abathe baphulukana nobomi babo. Isenjimlo kaloku unonkanyezi kalubisi umahlongothi ndihamba naye umamtshali.
Makholisa kwelesibili impela ke leli hora nakuwe mbukeli silidikadikayo njengamanje. Kanti ke ehoreni letokuqala sinkanganye umshopho wenzeke kumasipala umngeni lapho kusocongwe khona ikhansela. Sabuye ke saxoxa nombali Isabela wenyunyana iDinosa. Ngiyakubona mbukeli wehlelwa amaphaphu ngoba phela uyabona ukuthi hayi akukuningi ukuphuthile. Hayi bakhathaleke manje abantu Nkosi yami. Omunye nje ubhalele umqashi wakhe wathi DM party akusavumi kodwa ngizozama ukuyihudula ngiyeza. Yibo umsebenzi wakho oyikhandle unyaka wonke. Hayi abantu sebekhathaleka phela kodwa cha hayi mbukeli ungavumi ukuthi ukhathala fanele kuvela uphaphame nje uthi nomuzi ukuthi umzimba usavumi kodwa nje uphokophele khona sekusele kancane njengoba sesingena ke ihoreni lethu lesibili imbukela ke sibheke ihamba phambili.
Ubuqhophololo nongaphuculi ubomi babantu sezona zizathu zikhokelele kwisigqibo sokurhoxa kweqala lombutho we-ANC uMavuso Msimanga.
Sanibonani umpumi lo ngisinje qhubekani nibukele Ekhaya Jikelele nisitholele isport, entertainment kanye ne-current affairs. Mina nawe sophumelela. Noma ngabe sebemelene nathi thando lethu lomelele noma kungaphelo kwalomhlaba Ekhaya Jikelele.
Ingwevu yeqembu elibusayo kulelizwe iAfrican National Congress uMavuso Msimanga uthi inkohlakalo edlalubi ku-ANC kanye nokwehluleka incaca kweqembu elibusayo kubhekana nezingqinamba ezikhungethe izwe yizona izathu ezenze ukuthi anqume ukwesula eqenjini aselisebenzele iminyaka engaphezulu kwengamashumi 50. Umhleli wezindaba zokubuswa kwezwe lapha eSABC uMzwandile Mbeje uphawulile ke ngokwesula kaMsimanga eqenjini.
If this letter had come through in a year, over a year ago, I certainly would not be surprised, given the stance and how he has been critical of the ANC and the direction and the leadership. But what surprises me, Mbali, is that this is someone who just a little over 3 months ago was elected as the deputy president of the Veterans League. Remember, the Veterans League is supposed to be the one that guides, assists, advises the broader ANC movement. But for someone like Mavuso Msimanga to live just like that, so it's a huge loss for the governing party. And in fact, I think when the ANC sits down and reflect on this, they will have a lot of soul searching to do. But as I've said, Mbali, if it had happened a year ago, I wouldn't be surprised because his stance was very, very clear. In fact, he's been very critical of what has been happening. But I thought he had perhaps found a way back into the ANC and perhaps working towards obviously renewing the ANC as they've been saying.
Ibhunga lesizwe lamaphondo livotele umthetho sayilwayo iNational Health Insurance. Amaphondo asibhozo kwalithoba votele ukuvuma lo mthetho uyilwayo. Intshona Koloni votele ngokuchasene nayo. Imibutho yezempilo osomashishini kunye namaqela aphikisayo ayichasa ngamandla inkqubo yeNational Health Insurance ekulindeleke ukuba iphunyezwe ngokwamanqanaba xa umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa eyivumile. Inkqubo ke ijolise ekuboneleleni ngeenkonzo zempilo esemgangathweni nezifikelelekayo kubo bonke abemi boMzantsi Afrika.
Imindeni yezisebenzi zasemayini Impala Platinum kanye nalabo ababezokhalisana nayo bahlanganyele enkundleni yezemidlalo yasehostela isimunye eRustenburg enkonzweni ke yesikhumbuzo sezisebenzi eziyi13 eyishone ngesikhathi kuqashuka intambo yekheshi izisebenzi eyingena ngalo emgodini ngesonto ledlule.
Amakhulu ezisebenzi zasemayini kanye nemindeni yabashonile bahlanganyele enkundleni yezemidlalo emayini Impala Platinum ukuzobhonga emswanini. Abayisishiyagalombili kwabaphangalele badabuka e-Eastern Cape. Imindeni ithi lahlekelwe kakhulu kanti isola imayini ngobudedengu.
We are really wounded because xa sicinga nzulu sinayo into ehambe ithi ibe khona i-carelessness. Leyo yona inakusuka ncam because one of the things esonzakalisayo sohlukene nabo sinezicwangciso kanye sine-plans zamakhaya wethu.
Abebethamele le nkonzo yesikhumbuzo kubalwa kubo iphini likaNgqongqoshe wezamandla namagugu ambiwayo nelinxuse izimayini ukuthi zikubeke eqhulwini ukuphepha kwezisebenzi.
I am stating here today that if the mining houses cannot mine responsibly and safety, then they must not mine.
Umengameli wenyana yezisebenzi AMCO uthi kuyakhathaza ukungaphephi kwezisebenzi emayini.
They pay the ultimate price. If it's not with their lives, it's about their limbs. Uma umsebenzi wasemayini impilo yakho awuhlukanga nokuthi death sentence.
Kulindeleke ukuthi izisebenzi zifihlwe kule mpelasonto esiya kuyo. Ezingamashumi-30 kwezilimele zisesibhedlela kanti eziyisishiyagalombili kuzona zisesimweni esibucayi.
Singathanda ukulumkisa amabukeli abanenhliziyo ezinovakalelo malunga nalengxelo elandelayo. Luphila ngoloyiko usapho lwentwazana neminyaka 19 yaseJericho eMntla-Ntshona eyabulawa yaza yanqunyulwa amalungu omzimba.
Njengoba kuqhubeka umkhankaso wezinsuku eziyishumi-6 wokulwa nodlame olubhekiswe kwabesifazane nezingane, sekuphinde kwaphangalala omunye wesifazane ngesihluku. Umndeni wakhe usale ushaqekile.
I don't know them, maybe they know us. Even when we go to bread, maybe they can see you, maybe they can kill us also or do whatever they want. We are not safe as a family also. So we need a serious justice for us too, so that we can have peace and closure in our lives.
Ukhonze Makhubela kukholwa ukuthi walandwa emsebenzini abesilisa abane wagcina engafikanga ekhaya.
Bana ba rona ha ba safe.
Kafushane uthi izingane zethu aziphephile, asazi ukuthi uhulumeni wenzani ngalezi gameko, akusiyo ukhunsi yedwa owehlelwe ilomshophi.
Yabanyana babahlokofetse.
Ishoshovu zithi kuyakhathaza ukuthi lesi sigameko senzeke ngalesi sikhathi salomkhankaso.
We have been fighting and we thought that the community is fine with the gender-based violence, no gender-based violence. So we are surprised what happened. I don't think they are from this community. I think they are outsiders.
Amaphoyisa asaphenya ngalesi sigameko. Asenqanqa abangaba nolwazi ukuthi baxhumane nawo.
Kuhlahliselwe inamhlanje ukulalela kwesicelo sebhayili somsolo wokuqala uEmmanuela David osolwa ngokuqhakeza eplazini likaMengameli uCyril Ramaphosa iPhalaphala esifundazweni iLimpopo. Lokhu kwenzeke enkantolo yemantshi yaseBilabila.
Abasolwa uEmmanuela Davis Floriana kanye noNdilisho Joseph babhekene namacala okuqhakeza ukweba kanye nokuhlela itulo okuqhakeza ngenhloso yokweba. uDavid yena ke ubhekene elinye ke icala lokushushumbisa imali. Emzameni wakhe ke wokuthola ibhayili uDavis utshele inkantolo ukuthi uzoliphika icala wathi angeke alibalekele icala. Uthuma efuna ukubaleka ngabe kade abaleka uthi unezingane okufanele azondle umndeni wakhe uthembele kuye. Umphenyi wecala uLieutenant Colonel Ludishnell nenkantolo ethe abezindaba bangasebenzisa izwi lakhe utshele inkantolo ukuthi umbuso unecala eqinile. Ephikisa ke isicelo sebhayili sika David utshele inkantolo ukuthi abakwazanga ukuthola imininingwane yekheli lakhe.
During the investigation, I could not determine what the applicant's regular permanent address was. I had obtained various addresses during interviews with witnesses and from documents provided by banks, lawyers and from open source information.
Kanti kuyambukela mangabe sibheka kwezomnotho beluphezulu uhwebo lwerandi ngesikhathi kuvalwe imakethe izolo ntambama. Libizo 18 rand 80 edoleni lasemelika libe u23 rand 71 cents kupondo kanti lingu 20 rand 32 cents ku euro. Ipula laseBotswana ke libizo 1 rand 38 cents. iJohannesburg Stock Exchange ivale inkomba yezabelo iphezulu. Igolide libiza $2,030 i-ounce, iplatinum ibiza $904 i-ounce, uwelo ongahliziyo ubiza $75.86 umphongolo.
Masifike kaloku mbukeli sinirhabulise kuqikelelo lwemozulu.
Sikwamukele mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele, kanti mangabe siqhubela phambili nezindaba esikuphathele zona, kubuyise izihlonze ukwesula kwenye yezingwevu esezimkantshubomvu African National Congress uMavuso Msimanga. UMsimanga ubhale iheheba lencwadi echaza kabanzi ukuthi kungani eshiyile. Phakathi kwalezo izathu ayibalulayo inkohlakalo kanye nokungahlinzekwa komphakathi ngezidingo. Silandeke umhlaziyi wezombusazwe uZakhele Ndlovu. Asikubingelele Ndlovu, sikwamukele ohlelweni sibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje.
Ngibingelele umsakazi nakubalaleli.
Ingabe kuyamangaza yini ukwesula kukaMsimanga ku-ANC?
Kukabili ngizothi kuyamangaza futhi akumangazi. Ngizothi akumangazi because sebebaningi abaholi be-ANC asebesulile ngaphambilini besayitha izathu ezahlukene. But yena umholi omdala kwi-ANC usasebe, I think from the time ANC isase-exile. So in that sense kuyathusa ukusula komuntu osemdala kangako. Sabona ngaphambilini ukuthi baningi abaholi be-ANC kakhulukazi discuss iqalwa i-COPE abashiya ku-ANC. So in that sense kuyathusa, but at the same time akuthusi ngoba sesikubonile kwenzeka ngaphambilini.
UMsimanga ubalula ke inkohlakalo kanye nokungahlinzekwa komphakathi ngezidingo. Ingabe ziyabambeka yini lezi izathu zakhe?
Kakhulu ziyabambeka lezi izathu zakhe. I think ilento ethiwa ama-valid reasons awanikezile ukuthi ashintsha, because akuseyona la nhlangano yena ngesingayi ayijoyinile ecathini izosiza umphakathi, izosiza abantu. Njokusayitha nje indaba ye-corruption, mufunda le ncwadi yakhe uyabona ukuthi vela kakhulu ukuthi indaba ye-corruption troubles him a lot. So nanokuthi kuningi ungazwani ka-ANC, nanokuthi njengoba esayitha futhi encwadini ukuthi inhlupheko e-South Africa isiningi kakhulu, ama-basic services e-ANC ahluleka ukwadiliva. So zonke lezo izathu lezo ngingasho ukuthi ama-valid reasons ukuthi abone ukuthi ikusasa inhlangano alikho.
Omunye umbuzo ongavela Zakhele othi ubehlaleleni ke sonke lesi sikhathi engasuli ku-ANC, izinto ezintsha yini lezakhala ngazo?
That's a very, very good question. lento lena ayiqali manje indala even ngesikhathi kusakhona upresident Thabo Mbeki bezikhona lezi inkinga lezi wawezi ngesikhathi sekukhona upresident uJacob Zuma. So zindala lezi so it's a good question ukubuza ukuthi why adehleli sonke isikhathi. Ngiyacathi nezizathu mhlawumbe angasibeka ukuthi uzothi ubesanethemba lokuthi izinto mhlawumbe zizoshintsha. iANC leli hlezi khuluma ngayo ethiwa i-renewal ikwazi ukuthi izi-renewe iphinde futhi bele ANC le abucanga ukuthi le ANC abajoyina.
Uke wazama nomsimangi mhlawumbe ukuba nezingxoxo ngasese nabaholi beANC kuze kudingidwe lezi ingqinamba ezikhona naye abeka imibono yakhe.
Yes, ngikhumbula kahle especially ngesikhathi kusaphethwe former president uJacob Zuma. Ngizokhumbula ukuthi yena bekakhulukazi ngathi benge-faction kaThabo Mbeki. Inkinga engathi uMavuso ubhekene nayo nabantu abaningi ku-ANC ukuthi ANC sokwaba iqembu elidivide kakhulu ama-factions. So ungathi khona nale-ANC namhlanje kusasa sekuyeni i-ANC sekuphethe enye i-faction engasazenzi lezithembiso eyigcinile. So ngiyacabanga ukuthi yizo zonke izizathu ezenza ukuthi avese give up because lento ye-factionalism isidala ukuthi i-ANC ungabi khona i-ANC standard but sekhona i-ANC elidwa i-faction ethize ene-agenda yayo. And so I think there's no hope again.
Manje Zakhele kungayilimaza kanjani ke iANC ukwesula kukaMsimangi ngoba phela ayi uyingweve simkantshubomvu ke kuleli yaqembu?
Well look, iANC baningi abantu abamkantshubomvu asebesulile. Siyakhumbula ukuthi former finance minister uTrevor Manuel wathi siyashiya na iANC baningi nalabo abaphuma ngesikhathi siqalwa iCope. So sebebaningi. So into ezokwenzeka le kade yenza ngaphambilini ukuthi ANC is going to continue to lose its support especially kuma elections. So the trend leyo izoqhubeka. The question now ukuthi izoluze support kangakanani manje. Before bilokhu iluze support kancane. So umbuzo manje ukuthi izinga lokuncipha kwabantu abavotela ANC who have lost confidence in ANC izokhuphuka kakhulu noma kancane yini come 2024 elections, which is why also I think the ANC acknowledge lokho ukuthi iqale ikhulume indaba zokuthi kuzokhona i-coalition government.
Bakhona yini mhlawumbe ke abanye singababona belandela uMsimangi nabo besula kuleli qembu Zakhele?
Yeah, ngiyangithuke baningi abasazojina uMsimangi. Remember futhi ukuthi nje lokhu iluza i-support kuma elections lethiwa udispensa i-patronage sekuyaphela. In other words unikeza abantu ikhundla so abantu abaningi ama-department ngeke sawathola because the more ANC iluza i-support the more ingabi nawo ama-positions ezonikeza abantu. So leyo nto I think ziba nomthelela ukuthi abantu abamkantshubomvu kwa-ANC belokhu bephuma kancane.
Sesiphetha nje-ke Zakhele owayengumengameli wezwe uThabo Mbeki naye wakwakhala ngendlela iqembu elibhekana nawo ngeyingqinamba ezikhungethe iqembu nangenomsimanga naye useyazibalula lezi izathu kubonakala sengathi ke cha ikhona impela inkinga ekhona lapha ku-African National Congress.
Inkulu inkinga ekhona ku-African National Congress. Speaking of former president uThabo Mbeki, khona ama-elections usengisakhumbula exactly kwakuyimaphi neminyaka wango-2014 la athi khona ebuza ukuthi uvotele bani. Wazothi ivoti i-secret lomuntu and then bese yabuza ukuthi umuntu adelida iqembu for 2 terms as president we-ANC and the president of the country azothi nibuza ukuthi uvotele bani azothi i-secret ukuthi umuntu uvotele bani. I think that it was quite telling ukuthi he has lost the confidence kwi-ANC and in recent years sekaningi khunda ukuthi yena yaza ikhampaneli i-ANC ngoba i-ANC yasika ukula lento ezinjengo-corruption. So which speaks to the fact that the former president has completely lost confidence with ANC.
Sibonga kakhulu ke Zakhele ngesikhathi sakho lapha ekhaya Jikelele ube nosuku oluhle.
Siyabonga kakhulu.
Lewo ke mbukeli bekuzakhele Ndlovu ongumhlaziyi wezombusazwe besixoxa naye nje ke ngokwesula kuka Mavuso Msimangi esula laphana eqenjini lakhe iAfrican National Congress. Ubaluleke izathu ezahlukahlukene ebala ukuthi idingo nqanga isafike ebantwini kuneyinkinga lapha kuAfrican National Congress, izinga lobubha abantu bahlupheka kakhulu alisakwazi ukuthi zinike nje idingo nqangi phecelezi kama basic needs to abantu baseNingizimu Afrika. Njengamanje ke mbukeli nje ke qunga seyitolo kodwa mangabe sibuya sizobuya ke bakhona abantu abazosinandisela la ekhaya Jikelele ungalingeke uphuthelwe. Wow, khani iziqhobeleni izandla. Wow, mbukeli Ekhaya Jikelele. Wow, in the Applause Soweto Theatre ibonisa ke uhambo lokuvakaliswa nokuboniswa kobugcisa ngentshukumo ke ezinamandla kunye nobuchule bomdaniso obungathethekisiyo. Lo mdaniso ke ubhiyozela isakhono sabo baselula kwaye ke ujolise ekufezekiseni umsebenzi wobugcisa ngobuchule obutsha. Njengoko ke iSoweto Theatre ilungiselela umboniso wayo wokugqibela wonyaka othi The Applause. Kule mpela veki ngoku ke sinaba apha e-studio bazosixelela banzi ngayo. Nibabonile bedanisa ngoku ke sizawuncokola nabo. Molweni? Ninjani? Hawu naze nadansa kamnandi.
Thank you.
Ningazazisa nje emakhaya ngaphambi kokuba sibe ne-interview. Qala ngawe.
Igama lami Mpumelelo, ngihlala eSoweto. Ngiqale ukudansa ngina 5 years, ngina 13 khona manje.
Wow.
Lebitso la ka ke Batlegile, ke na 13 years old and ke qale ho dansa grade 1 ke le 7 years old.
Wow. So ke bonakala ukuthi niqale ukudanisa at a very early age. What was the interest? Intone yanikeza umdla to say, you know what, I want to join ballet?
I started watching movies and I saw how they danced and I loved the way they danced and the way they dressed was so fascinating as well.
Wow.
I started dancing, kept watching the movie and it was nice to see them dance. And I was bored at home and my mom was tired of me playing around and shouting and it was nice. Now I've joined ballet, I've learned that I have a talent from God.
Wow, a talent from God. And I know maybe dancing ballet, it's not something that you can master overnight. I mean, you guys said you started watching movies, from watching movies, now you are pros. Would you say that now you are professional ballet dancers?
Yeah. A bit.
A bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many years did it take you to actually master the art?
It took me 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah, 8 years.
Wow. And then who was influencing you at the time? Did you have to attend classes? Can you spell it?
My mom took me to dance classes and I started like, it was very nice when I started, but then when time went on, it was hard, but then my mom told me like to carry on because eventually it's gonna get hard, but you know, you need to carry on as long as you enjoy what you're doing.
And we understand with ballet, I mean with every dance routine for that matter, that there are certain elements of expressions that you need to use, like facially, the seriousness. It's like you are telling a story. Why is it important in the body language, the way you use your hands and your face when you are dancing ballet?
Because people need to understand that you are dancing from your heart, not just because someone choreographed and you just have to dance. You just have to dance from your heart, and you have to show facial expression because, like, you have to tell a story to people so that people can understand what's the story about for ballet.
Wow. And speaking of telling stories, I mean, siyazi ukuthi niyeniyambe nenze ama-theatre pieces where there's audience. I mean, niziva njani manibona audience, especially, I mean, first time, naniziva njani ukothuka kuba njani?
Get to but then when the lights are all off, you don't see anything. Like,
you just do what you do best. And I want to understand in terms of preparation, because I mean, I understand that what goes down when you are preparing? I know that maybe you do a lot of rehearsals after school, njalo njalo. What goes down behind the scenes when it comes to preparations?
When it comes to preparation, you have to put your mind focused, because right now you have to know ways of spacing, and you don't know. You practice at a different studio, and there's audience watching you, and it's very nice because you get to do dressing up, like, it's nice. Yeah.
Wow. So I mean, earlier on you did say that, I mean, growing up you would watch movies, that's where you go, that's where you drew inspiration with the ballet dancing. I want to understand your future plans. Do you also see yourselves kuma movies, nenzi ballet okanye nisaibambe apa kwi theatre?
I think I would prefer doing theatre.
Theatre?
Yeah.
Wanna?
Yeah, theatre is better. But if you see that you're improving and some people want to promote you or hire you for upper grades, then it's your destiny calling.
So if you hire nina ne? Babani hire kuma movies, destiny is calling. So I want to understand, I mean, in terms of challenges, because I mean, I understand that you guys are at school. How do you juggle between having to attend classes, ngapha ngama theatre plays, ngapha funeka nibese esikolweni, because nase esikolweni funeka nipase, right? So how do you juggle and balance both?
It's discipline. If you learn how to discipline yourself, then you're good. And if you focus on what you're doing and you know what time you have to go there and what time you have to leave so that you may study for your exams or anything that you're writing or assessments, you just have to focus on what you're doing and you have to keep time.
You have to keep time. So, let's say you are having a busy day as ballet dancers. Lubanjani, just take us through your day from the morning. Maybe you are preparing to go to school and then coming back. Lubanjani.
So, obviously, you wake up, you get dressed to go to school, and then after school, you have to go for dance rehearsals. Let's say the dance rehearsals end at 6, and let's say I say maybe a sentence or goopy. You get home at 8, and then more frequently, obviously you need to like pack your clothes or clean your clothes for the next day if you're going for rehearsals again. So it's obviously very busy.
Let's talk about, I mean, Lomsito Zawenzeka, the Uplas and Soweto Theatre. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It will be nice for parents to watch us, because it's very nice for parents to watch young people, young dancers. They're going to be shocked. For the first time, people who are watching young dancers will be shocked, will be touching, and it will be nice for us to perform for them, because it's our dream or anything that people call it, for them performing. For us, it's a pleasure to perform for audiences in our studio.
And what is amazing about this is that Bakuke Nina and Isakhulayo, the young people that you are talking about, and now we are Chuguti, it will be really great to see abazali benu witnessing italente yenu. How is this enriching you? Ni kangaka ni performer with stages ezinkulu, being young people in Richanjan.
It tells us that we have a lot of support from our parents, from a lot of people around. Yeah.
And I mean, kuwe ishuktini nje having support from parents and I mean dancing in stages as fana no Soweto theater, and at that time you are young.
Some people, they have to have support, but some don't have support from their parents or anything, but we will understand because their parents are working and anything, but still support is the only thing for a dancer and to face challenges. It's a good thing, so yeah.
Yes, they maybe want to know stages or any incredible moments in your ballet dancing. Can you just share your success stories, where you have performed, who you have worked with, who you'd also love to work with?
So earlier this year, we worked with Mrs. Devi. We worked for Bidvest. The show was held at Sun Arena. It was very fun. We saw a lot of people, older people. We witnessed the talent there. And next year, I'm going to be working with Joburg Youth Ballet. I am very excited for that. And I'm also going to be going for NSA.
Wow, halala. Big dreams for the big girl. Get that big girl. While ithetha kanjalo, I also want the other dancers to come through because ngoku nizayivala niqongqothe. But lastly, before I let you go, I want you to tell abazali and also your peers not to miss the applause. Not to miss it.
Don't miss the applause show. It's a must that y'all should come. And you'll be surprised for young dancers like your age are performing, and you'll be very, wow, yeah, wow. You'll be very shocked in your facial expression. So yeah, please don't miss it.
Please, ungaputhelwa. Thank you so much for joining us. Siyathemba ukubana umdlalo wenu weqonga uzawuhamba ngempumelelo, right? Ayike mbukeli nibavile ngoku ke sibanikeza iqonga lokuba basibonise abadume ngako nabaza kwenza kaloku pha eSoweto Theatre dinishiya nabo.
Okamanje ngembukeli sesigoqa kanjalo ihora lethu lesibili singena kwelokugcina ncike manje mbukeli kodwa ngaphambi kokuthi ke singene kwehamba phambili ake siziqunje ke ezitolo.